with Take 5 Publications in Ladysmith, gearing up for Be a Tourist in your own hometown.
Thank you very much for having me. And that is a hard act to follow.
It is. We try to alternate, you know, we sort of do some talking and some entertainment and back and forth, keep the pace spread out.
Yeah.
Now, Be a Tourist in your hometown is coming up June 4th and 5th.
That's correct, yes.
What is it?
Well, we were sitting around the office one day and we were thinking, how can we get the public, our own residents, and the people that are just in our local area to be more involved in what's going on in our community. You don't always have to go somewhere else to be on vacation. Right. We've got a lot of really, really wonderful things right in our own backyards, and sometimes those hidden treasures kind of get missed.
When we were speaking on the phone, I asked you if it was a passport system, and I'm sort of vaguely familiar with the Victoria version, and yours is not a passport system, but there seems to be a lot going on.
Yes, we're kind of modeling it after the Victoria program, but of course we're not that big yet. This is the first year, so there's nothing to buy. It's just a lot of free entertainment. There's some historical walks. Ladysmith, I don't know if you're really familiar with the town itself.
A little bit, yeah.
We have a very historical downtown, and one of the local historians, he's going to be doing a walk telling you about the local ghost that lives downtown and how they dug up the streets for gold and that type of thing.
Very
so
exciting.
That's really interesting. We also have a renowned naturalist who's going to be doing a walk along the Holland Creek Trail, which is a beautiful walk right in Ladysmith.
Is that when you go through the main street and it kind of goes down a hill?
Yeah.
And is that through it?
Yeah.
Okay. They've done a lot of work on the trails and things in there.
There's a lot of volunteers that do a lot of work on the trail. There's lots of steep stairs and ropes that you have to hang on to. I don't think he's going to be going on that section, but yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful walk, and he knows a lot about all the plants and the animals that live in the area, so that's really cool. Another thing that we're super excited about is Wild Play. They've come on board as well because they are closer to Ladysmith than they are to Nanaimo. So
everyone, Nanaimo tries to claim it as their own, though.
Yeah, but they have a Ladysmith phone number, so. So they've come on board and they're offering 2 for 1 for all the activities, and that's really cool because I've bungee jumped myself.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. So.
How long have you lived in Ladysmith?
I've lived in Ladysmith for 6 years. We moved here 6 years ago, and I worked at the Tourism Information Center in Ladysmith when I first moved there, and I fell in love with the town, and I wanted to get more involved with the tourist aspect. So I started with Take 5 and started working on the vacation guide that we do for Ladysmith. So I've kind of got a handle of what the tourists are looking for, so we thought, why not make our residents want those same things? So yeah.
What kind of response have you gotten? I know you won't know officially until the actual event, June 4th and 5th, but leading up, is there a buzz around it?
A lot of buzz. We've got a lot of support from the local business community. They've come on board with lots of discounts for shopping. There's cooking demonstrations. This is really a unique idea. The Bed and Breakfast Association, they have put together an open house where they're opening up all their places. You know, if you've got those guests that are coming in from out of town that we always have here on the island, and you don't want them staying on your fold-out couch in your spare room, why not set them up at a bed and breakfast? This gives you the opportunity to check out what's available in the area. So
and they're going to want to know if they're sleeping on someone else's pull-out couch in their spare room, calling it a bed and breakfast. And there's a lot in Ladysmith.
It is a lot of bed and breakfasts in the area. So there's a lot of public interest because we've got the posters, and of course, well, you know, your show here is going to create a lot of buzz for us as well. And the local residents are really excited. I get that feeling just from walking around town.
Now, do you think that, I was going to go ask you about what role Take 5 as a publication and a magazine has in an event like this. You alluded to your tourism connection, but it seems like you've really stepped out of the publication role and sort of taken ownership of tourism in the town of Ladysmith.
Well, we really like to work hand in hand with the Visitor Information Center and the Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Ladysmith, the Downtown Business Association, and all the other community groups in town, so that we're kind of like the outlet. We have a huge events calendar, and this just kind of, we kind of took ownership, as you said, of this spearheaded this project just to get more interest in what we have to offer in our hometown. We've got a beautiful beach, Transfer Beach, lots of activities for the kids down at the beach. Kayaking, that's another big one.
Sea Lake Festival.
We've got lots and lots of festivals in town. There's concerts in the park every Sunday, and yeah, we've just got a wealth of treasures, hidden treasures.
We have just a couple minutes left, or about a minute left, and that's even going a little bit over time. The floor director's going, no, 30 seconds, I'm going to take a minute. What we're good, and the economic benefit of promoting tourism and getting out and knowing your own town, almost goes without saying. I think what matched with that perhaps equally is a sense of pride that you want your residents to have as ambassadors to anybody who talks to them about where they live.
Well, that's kind of a really big thing in Ladysmith. Everybody's proud about the revitalization that's gone on in the downtown area, and it's just such a pretty, quaint, small little town tucked away. And I think it's time that we're going to blossom now, and we're going to really open ourselves up for the rest of the island and the mainland to come and see.
Get to be known for more than just the Festival of Lights.
Exactly.
December. Yes.
Exactly.
Cindy, thank you for coming in. If you'd like more information on Be a Tourist in your own hometown, you can visit take5.ca/hometown tourist. That runs June 4th and 5th in the wonderful, quaint, and very historic town of Ladysmith. It was actually named after a lady with the last name of Smith, and there's a whole other historical story there, which perhaps the guide will take you through as you're wandering down First Street or First Avenue. We're going to take a short